lighting. And I think about lighting and, maybe the dating of it and then even some of the fixtures. So, what's the conversation like with the people when you're talking about lighting, or what are you suggesting to sellers on that?
There's different ways to look at the lighting. One of them, if you have lamps,
Mm-hmm.
lamps can look really dated. Not a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people use lamps anymore.
Yep.
If you want lamps in your home because you don't have the ceiling lights or a ceiling fan with the light in it, I would say date the lights. You can do that, or lamps, excuse me, fairly inexpensive. Or you can just, if the base of the lamp is fine, change out the shade of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that is something that I think, again, people walk in and they see something dated or kind of drab. It turns them off on
Yep.
maybe the house a little bit. But
Mm-hmm.
another thing with lighting is windows. Always make sure that your curtains are either washed, or again, you can get curtain panels pretty inexpensive. Just
Mm-hmm.
dressing up the windows a little bit and having those curtains open, but either a fresh set of curtains or have them washed and
Yep.
pressed so they look nice, because people are going to look at your windows, and that is sometimes a focal point in a house, or windows.
Yeah. And yeah, absolutely. And the lighting, the lamps it's a good point. And I think about even like ceiling fans and stuff like that. Um, Although I think it's more of a brush brass that's coming back into style.
Yeah.
The golden brass of the 80s and 90s is something that when people see that, again, they're adding cost in their head and time to fix that. And I guarantee their cost is higher than your cost to replace that, because they're thinking, for a ceiling fan, they're probably thinking several $100s, and you can go buy one for under $100
Yep.
and replace it and update that. So, and again, it's the cost, and then it's the feeling that they're
Yep.
feeling as they go through the house. Like, oh, we got to do all this work versus this other one over here was move-in ready. And so you're really trying to work on eliminating costs for the buyer, and then also the negatives of those feelings by updating that. And it can take a little bit of time and effort, but it can help you in time on the market and also sales price as well.
Yeah. And lights, depending on where you're going to get them, I mean, there's a lot of online sites to buy lighting
Mm-hmm.
that are fairly inexpensive. Even the big box stores around here, you can get some really nice lighting at
Mm-hmm.
inexpensive prices. And a lot of those little updates, people look at that one less thing they have to do,
Yep.
when they move in. So
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, from a personal perspective, as maybe a guy, visualizing things is something that's maybe hard for me. And then when I go into place, I was very surprised once I started showing buyers at how much all the little things mattered. I didn't think it would matter that much. I can tell you it does. It matters to the buyers. There's feelings that they have as they're walking through the house. And it can change fairly dramatically. I've been in two houses with a buyer, and I think one seems more structurally sound, maybe a little bigger, and the other one has got a lot of, they've done a lot of the little things of painting and stuff like that, and they like that one a little bit better. And I talked to them about that, but that's something that has kind of surprised me being in this industry, is how much the feelings and doing the little updates can improve the home's value and how it looks to a buyer, and how their feelings feel or how their feelings are as they go through the home.